Hey guys, it's Avery again. So this week's video is going to be about a topic that I think is so important to anybody who wants to start an online business, whether it's freelancing or something else. And what that is it's all about patience. I find that there's a ton of people who worry when they're starting this kind of business, if they're wasting their time, if it's ever going to work. They worry that maybe they've been taken in by some smooth talker trying to make it sound like whatever business they're trying to start is a good idea, and in fact maybe it's not, right? We all worry about that, and I get it, because believe me, I've been there. So what I want to tell you is this: as far as SEO writing goes, and this goes for actually pretty much any kind of business you could ever start online, it's going to take some time, and you've got to give it the time it needs to grow and to become successful. So I want you to be patient with it. When you start off with SEO writing, you're going to be spending a lot of time where you're not making a dime, because you're going to be setting up your UpWork profile, and to do it right, it takes time. You can't just rush through it in 2 hours and say, okay, I'm done, it's great. No, you got to set it up and then let it sit for a while, come back to it with fresh eyes a few days later, look it over again, check if it's really as good as you thought it was the first time you did it. Maybe your eyes 2 days later will notice things that can be improved, So it's a slow process. My UpWork profile, I spent a lot of time going back to it and back to it and back to it to try to improve it to be as amazing as I could possibly make it. When you're throwing out pitches and applying for jobs on UpWork, for example, when I first started, I spent anywhere from 1 to 2 hours every day scanning the job boards to look for new job postings. So again, all that, you're not making a dime. You're using up all this energy to apply for jobs, and you may not be hearing anything back from any of them, but you got to have patience and keep it up, because the thing is, it only takes one good client to make a significant difference to your bottom line, to make a significant difference to your earnings. So I want you guys to remember that. Be patient with this whole process. Be patient. Know that it can take time. Now, if you are like me and you can set aside 1 to 2 hours a day in the beginning, preferably more, but let's say in the beginning you've got 1 to 2 hours. It'll take some time, but you're going to make more progress if you're at least doing it steadily every single day, compared to saying, this is no good, it's not working fast enough, maybe this is never going to work, and giving up. Keep doing a little bit for your business every day, whatever it is. 1 to 2 hours, if that's too much for you, well, then you know what? Try 15 minutes. It's better than nothing. Back when I started my very first online business, I had a lot of crazy eye problems that made it so hard for me to work on the computer. So I literally spent 15 minutes a day looking through like squinty eyes because my eyes were so sore, but I was hell-bent on building this business. So it was one of those things where, again, even 15 minutes a day, it wasn't a ton, but at least I knew deep down that I was making some progress, slow as it may be. So remember that in your own journey to building your freelance SEO writing business, or whatever else you might be doing. Be patient with the process. The key is to just keep moving forward. And if you keep doing that, eventually, odds are you're going to reach your goal. So don't give up too early, okay? Understand you're going to be spending tons of time, like I said, setting up your UpWork profile. You're going to spend a ton of time setting up your website, and when it's new, you might be intimidated by the process or whatever, but don't let that stop you. And when you're writing samples, your sample articles, that's going to take time, especially when you're new. When you get your first client eventually, it's going to take you longer to write that article compared to what it'll take you a year from now. A year from now, you'll be much faster. So just keep all that in mind. And I think if you do that, you'll have better odds of being able to tolerate this tough period when you're just beginning, and you'll be better able to work your way through it without quitting. So anyways, that's all I've got to say this week. I just really want to give you guys the encouragement to keep trying. Understand it's going to take time, and please be patient when you're building your SEO writing business. The other thing I want to mention is, as always, if you guys have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask. You can leave a comment beneath this video here on YouTube, or if you found this video because you're subscribed to my email list, by all means hit the reply button, and I will read every reply I get, and go ahead, hit reply and leave me your questions. Finally, you can go to my website at averybreyer.com and go to the contact form there and send me a quick message with whatever question you would like to have answered in a future video. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Please make sure you take some time this week to keep building your business forward. I know you guys can do it. You just got to keep at it, and there's a lot of opportunity out there for you guys. Talk soon. Bye.